And
I'm
I'm
back.
sure it'll all go without a hitch. Hello, and welcome to the Krait Kobold, a 5th edition D&D podcast. Our players are the brutal Bloody Teddy.
Hello, I am Yukbeth. I play Yukbeth, I'm not actually Yukbeth.
Roleplay.
Yes, you are.
You
You're
are.
role-playing.
I am a human paladin.
The cunning Kian.
I'm playing Jammy, or Jammy, the Wood Elf Ranger.
The quixotic Quinn.
I am playing Bree, the elderly halfling bard.
And the vicious Voporoff.
I'm playing Erdar, the Dragonborn fighter.
Okay, so we rejoin our heroes in the aftermath of a failed robbery. 4 corpses litter the alleys and the rooftops, and 2 further robbers are nursing terrible wounds, and it doesn't look good for them. And I'm putting you into, well, back into where we were.
Alright.
Oh no, I've fallen off the roof. Me too. Blah.
Okay, I have 2 hit points left.
Yes, that sounds about right.
How
Yeah.
much do I have?
Is there a way that I can get off this roof while guaranteeing that I do not slip, fall, and die?
Sure, well, not totally 100% guaranteeing.
I
Can
I
I,
can
like...
go up there and good bury you up.
Can I, like, take... Hang on.
I-
Is taking 10 and 20 a thing? Because we're not in a particularly strenuous situation right now.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be hard, especially you could go down those barrels.
But I'm here.
Oh,
So
that's right, so you are.
I'd need to...
You could use that body to break your fall.
God.
Oh god.
I feel like I've shattered the kindly grandma facade enough already. I don't want people to start getting even more suspicious.
I can, now that I leveled up, I have another 5 points in Lay on Hands. So I can heal you up.
Okay, well, it,
Get- Stand beside the house and I'll jump off into your arms.
I mean, yeah, it's totally possible to help each other in that way.
Heal.
And it's easy to get off the roof, so you're
Yeah.
making an easy action pretty much impossible to fail.
Okay. Someone catch me.
Well, I'm here.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, just give me a wee roll.
What?
Agility.
Agility. Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah. Who's that token?
Oh God. I put myself down by accident.
Beautiful.
I know.
Totally fine, no problem. Right, so you've got 2 guys who are dying quite quickly, and you've already searched some of the bodies for items. So, didn't you pick up a couple of gemstones last time as well?
Yeah, but it's...
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
what do you want to do now?
We
What
should
were they?
call-
Were... Oh yeah, I got the gemstones, didn't I? I forgot to add those.
Yeah.
One of which bandits are alive?
You-
Lapis lazuli,
Yep.
and oh, let me think. It was some type of quartz. I can't remember what type of quartz it was.
Blue.
Blue quartz.
Yep.
So I've got those. Has anyone got any rope?
There's rope and explorer's pack, isn't
Yeah.
there?
should
Yeah, I
be.
should.
Someone should probably tie up
Uh,
one or both of
I think-
The robbers.
the robbers, because I'm gonna try and heal them.
So the one who fell off the roof is also alive?
Yeah, he's got a couple of broken legs and a variety of stab wounds.
So 6. Wait, who was the mother?
6 is the mother,
Six
2
is
is
the
the
mother.
son.
Correct, yeah.
Nice.
Some random dude.
He doesn't matter. He's gone.
So yeah, if someone could tie them up, I'm gonna heal one of them probably.
Yeah, I'll just. Which one do you want to heal?
5.
Probably.
Because 2 now hates us because we killed his mother.
Yeah, I think 5's more likely to be cooperative.
Yeah, I'll tie him up.
Can we, like, drag him off the roof safely? Without dropping him and he just dies.
Number 5 is in a worse way, shall we say, than 2. It looks like he's about to go.
And can I lay on hands him?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're healing 5 then.
Right. I'm gonna ask you for like a medical roll on this guy, on both these cases.
I have medicine, the actual skill, so
Right.
I might do that with 2. I might roll medicine on 2.
Oops.
Uh,
Sorry.
Conjuring some food.
I pressed the wrong button.
oh dear.
Okay.
So number 2, you don't help the situation.
No, I can guess.
You accidentally jab a finger into one of his wounds. He's screaming pain.
Oops. Sorry.
But why do I have to, like, roll?
Basically because they're not affiliated. They're not in your party. I'm just making this a little more difficult for you
Okay.
because I'm a horrible person.
I knew it.
Okay, so on number 5, you don't succeed with your medicine, and he dies. But to be honest, he was pretty far gone.
Oh dear.
On number 5, number 2's still alive.
Number 2's still alive.
Well, something.
But I succeeded. Do I still lose
Well-
my?
You didn't so much succeed. Whenever you roll a skill test like this, I'm deciding how difficult it is,
Okay.
and you didn't hit the number I had in mind. So, the second guy is getting worse. So,
Do I still have my lay on hands points, or did I lose them trying to heal that dude?
if that's a skill that you used, that gets used up, then yeah, it's gone for now.
But he didn't roll lay on hands. He rolled medicine.
That's true, actually. Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So you should be able to lay on hands this person.
Okay.
Right. So with your lay on hands, you basically stabilize him enough. You get him patched up. It's not too hard. And he's lying there, sort of half conscious, whimpering in pain and fear. So
I think.
Can we do that
regardless of-
thing where you put like 2 sickles and you like cross them over his neck without like doing it as if you're just chop his head off?
So
I'll do
I think
that.
I'm gonna. I think
I-
possibly
I-
if I move around the corner, it might make the interrogation slightly easier, so that he doesn't have his mother's killer.
You should, no, you should like have him look at the mother and then you just walk around the corner like little glare from above.
No, I'm trying. as much as it may seem,
You're cold-hearted. We know it.
as much as it may seem not to be the case, I am trying to be nice. It hasn't worked out so far.
That's a fine ambition. So, what do you want to do?
Well, who was going to question him?
Who's the scariest?
I haven't.
Or the
I'm
most dashing?
proficient in intimidation.
Cool.
Intimidation. That's true.
Okay, so what do you say to him?
I demand to know where, if there are any more bandits and where, and if there are, where are they?
Right. He looks up at you weakly and with some fear, because he's already pretty broken. He says, "That's all of us. Killed all of us."
Why did you attack us?
Dale, he must have seen the chance to take your money, lead you to us.
Dale.
Yes.
Dale. So that was the person. That was number one.
It would make sense, yes.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Don't really know why we're interrogating him. What's he gonna know? I mean, they just robbed us.
Well, I want to see.
You can question him, crazy old woman.
He says, "Is my mother?" And know that the word that he's getting towards is dead.
I just moved to the side.
Can I? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. This is probably not going to be, not the best idea. I think I'm gonna try and turn on my charms.
Okay. So you're doing a bit of a
Go.
good old lady, bad old lady with the Igbis.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try and as much as this probably won't work. I'm gonna try and sort of comfort him and try and let him know as gently as possible that no, I'm sorry, your mother didn't make it.
He stares over at her, spits on the ground, says, "Good."
Oh. Well, that's a good.
It was terrible to me.
That is a good outcome. Now I can surrogate.
Kill you in peace.
No, now I can surrogate mother this person. Lead him down a better path in life.
The way of the ladle.
The way of the ladle.
Yes. So
it's all headology.
it is how you do things around here. So what is it you want to do with him now?
Kill him.
No. I want to try and even if we just let him go, I'm pretty sure he's going to be as like we've just killed his mother and 4 of his presumably friends.
Well, if you didn't like his mom, I'm gonna say he didn't
but
like his...
I feel like he's probably like I would quite like to sort of, as I said, try and lead him down a better path.
He either dies or goes to a church.
Because my
Yeah, bring him to a church and
one of Bree's big things is that she's got a mother duck complex like a mile wide.
Yeah.
So she will want to sort of
Okay. So
help him.
does everyone else like this plan?
No.
What, like keeping the bandit as like a child?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
How old is the bandit?
what are you proposing, Teddy? Or
Uh,
sorry, Egbeth?
Well, I sort of want to kill him, but
I mean, he killed 4 other people.
if
Well,
he
5.
if he agrees, if we like make sure that he goes,
Or 5, yeah. Well, I didn't kill the other one.
He goes to a temple, and is that what you're?
yeah, if he devotes his life to serving
Put him on a
God.
ship to nowhere.
Do you think?
I think if I could, I can probably try and sort of spin that in a way of
Okay.
we're gonna give you a chance to make something good of your life. So you go and you find a temple and you
Be better than us.
be better. Be better than us. Be better than your mother.
We're not gonna just like release him. We have to make sure that he gets there.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't even be able to get himself there under his own power at the minute.
Did we walk past the temple when we were kind of walking all over the place?
You didn't see one. He might know of places. I mean, he is a local.
I think I have something. I'm not sure what's the range.
Detect temples.
Divine sense, which should detect holy buildings. I'm not sure what's the range.
Oh wow!
Wow.
You actually have detect temples.
Okay, cool. If you wanna
We
cast
could
that.
ask him.
Yeah, sure.
Look at that, sort of
Ask him
slipping.
when
He's slipping in and out of consciousness.
we...
Yeah, I don't think he's in much of a state to be. He's not really in much of a state to move, really.
No, I mean he needs a lot of rest. Basically, he's properly injured.
I'm tempted to try and use healing word on him.
You have healing word of vicious mockery. I feel like.
Well, my sort of feeling on that sort of healing is that it takes longer. You know, it works on you guys because it's it's healing very small scrapes and nicks, but a guy who's gone down, who's
But if it's an actual injury, like
yeah,
takes
a wee bit longer.
Just within 60 feet. So it's probably not gonna do much.
That's not very far.
Okay, well, I mean, for the sake of concision, let's see. I'm going to bring you into the city map.
What if, like, their bandit hideout was considered holy?
devoted to the god of thieves. Whatever the god of thieves is.
I've added a little party marker there just to show you where you are.
Look, 60 feet, it's miles away, we can see everything.
Yeah, not to scale.
No. You do find you surprisingly your holy sense tingles. You feel the warm blessing of Almighty Tyr nearby, and
Yay.
if you head to slightly to the north, should be able to. Can you move that pin?
Okay.
Hold on a second. Right. Yeah. You find a modest temple of Tyr in this sort of middle class area.
Yay.
And there is Tyr's quite a sort of justice and wrath sort of god,
And the
isn't
priest just murdered
No.
the bandit because that's just.
So There's a cleric who greets you at the door, and he says, "I see this man is hurt."
Ah,
I say that he is a former bandit. Now he wishes to.
he wishes to devote his life to the service of Tia as
We wish to devote his life.
as penance for his sins.
And I like pat him on,
Very
pat him
generous,
on the
you guys.
back, push him forward a bit.
For falling damage.
He stumbles towards the other man who steadies him, and he looks back at you, and there's obviously a mix of emotions going through his head right now, but he does nod to you and says thank you.
Just make sure you make something good of your life. Don't let this second chance go to waste.
I'll do what I can. And
That's all anyone can ask.
the cleric says thank you, and he says, do you have any sort of offering for Tyr?
A person?
Yeah.
To help with the general running of the church.
I have 5 sticks of incense. I can probably just give you some of those.
He looks at the sticks.
He kind of stinks.
And says it takes him a wee moment, but then he realizes that you are off this path. This is your religion too. And he just nods and says thank you and lets you be then. And he heads back inside.
Well, I'm sure we'll check up on him later.
Oh, he'll find you.
I gave him 3. Now I have 2 left.
You give him 5, then you're like, no. Sorry. There's 2 back.
Fine, I'll give him 4. I also have 2 blocks of incense, so I can probably...
Planks.
Screw him.
Like, how big is a plank of incense?
Block.
A block of incense. Similar.
Yeah.
Just build a house out of incense.
Like 1 foot cubed, I'd say.
It's the very little known 4th little piggy who made his house out of bricks of incense.
It was very religious.
And the big bad wolf came to blow his house down and got and Tia smote him.
So, I am just doing a little stuff.
Man, remember when we were going to the Roaring Dolphin, whatever it would be, like 20 minutes ago?
We should probably get there now, considering some of us are really low health.
Besides,
hobbling.
Yeah, I'm very, very
hobbling to the inn. Well, we're good targets for robbers, eh?
Very well.
Well, you're whatchamacallit, you're tired and obviously dinged up from battle, but you know it's still early evening. It's getting dark.
I might.
How long will it take to get there?
Not very long now.
Because
I think
after a long rest,
20 minutes or so.
After a long rest, I can prepare my spells again.
Yeah,
I'd say we go there.
I might use one. My last remaining spell for today to healing word myself, which should give me enough vitality so that I can maybe sing for our supper at
okay. Excellent. Okay.
We don't need supper, do we? We have good berries.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we all paid the tax, didn't we?
Did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we all paid tax. So it would be quite nice to get some income back.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go.
Okay.
1 sec, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. Right, so I suppose we're waiting for him to come back then. Does anyone know any jokes?
Uh,
A halfling, an elf, a dragonborn.
Sorry about that. I'm back now.
oh,
Human
that's all the
Aw.
jokes. Okay.
Okay, right. So you can proceed now to the Roaring Dolphin. And
Okay.
just... Sorry, I'm just
God.
getting my dice out.
Rolls.
Not rolls, just
Oh, well.
preparation for rolls.
The terrifying sound of plastic on table,
Wood.
whatever your table is made of.
Material of table.
Realised you probably can't see my table, I hope. So, yes, you approach the Roaring Dolphin. So the Roaring Dolphin is set back a fair way from the water. It's not the first place that most sailors would come across, but at the same time, Rolda spoke very highly of it. So, as you approach, you see that the Roaring Dolphin is quite small for an inn, and it has a certain ramshackle appearance from outside. The second floor looks like it was added after the fact, and it's not elegant looking, but it does have a certain rundown charm and a warm light, and more than a little laughter pour out into the darkening evening air.
That is all you can ask for from an inn.
The party, sorry, you guys in the party can hear chanting as you approach, and it
Shan't.
sounds like, as you get close, it sounds like numbers being counted.
Is it
Up
bingo
or
night?
down?
This inn
Roaring
will
Dolphin.
explode in 5 seconds. No, they're counting up. You hear like a load of people shouting, 21,
Happy New Year.
22.
How fast are they
Etc.
counting?
Reverse
I'm trying to
New
work
Year.
out
They're
what
counting. They're counting seconds.
Okay.
They're really into like the time, the minutes. 60. 1, 2.
Let's go in.
Okay. So you open the door, and inside you may notice that there's a wooden floor and straw covering it. You may notice the warm and dim light of the fireplace and the smell of good food and drink.
Mm-hmm.
But the
I will
first
always
thing,
notice the smell of good food and drink. I am a halfling.
except for this time, the first thing you see is a spectacle going on in the center of the room. There's a carved wooden dolphin with a saddle on it. And on the saddle, there's a dwarf. He is sitting there with a stein of ale in one hand. He's holding on with the other as the dolphin bucks back and forward wildly.
They've actually got a bucking bronco machine in Dungeons and Dragons. This is the best day of my life.
You know,
We're not gonna get a lot
you
of
can.
sleep tonight.
It's fairly obvious that the dolphin's motion is powered by this half orc, who is cranking it handle back and forward and left and right as hard as he can, and everyone's sort of circled around, drinking and counting.
Oh.
This guy hold on for dear life. Just before you can step in any further, and the crowd shouts 32, he comes flying off and he lands at your feet with a large grin and not a little bit of spillage from his mouth.
We all cheer. Way.
Yay.
I'm gonna help him up if he would like some help. 'Cause,
He
I mean, considering the grin, he's probably at least and the ale, he's probably at least a little drunk.
Yes, he is.
So I'm gonna hold out a hand to help him up.
He accepts and he gets up, and shaking his head, stumbles back towards the crowd and bar. And I'm just going to move you once again.
Oh my god, that's the dolphin. Where did you get that?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that is a really,
Oh my God.
really specific asset.
Did you just like find this and then say I have to put this into the story?
It's like you're in my mind. So, if you like, you can pop your tokens down on the table. But this is basically what you see. You come in through the bottom, and the bar is across the way.
I can't control my guy again.
Yeah. I
Oh.
have to fix this. Right, sorry, I'm gonna...
Oh, oops. My
Is it working now?
But yeah.
my bar is not working properly.
Hey, roll 20.
Right, behind the bar, observing all of this going on with some good cheer, is a dwarf, very heavy set, and he's got this huge, prodigious grey and black beard, and no hair on his head. The top of his head, I should say.
I am going to turn charm up to full. approach the dwarf. Introduce myself and the rest of the party. Probably compliment his beard because that always goes down well with a dwarf. And
Okay.
ask what is going, like, what sort of things is what is this? what the thing?
Okay, so he stepped forward and he nods towards you as you approach. And he says, welcome to the Roaring Dolphin. How can I help you?
Well, my friends and I we're looking to see if we might be able to have a bed for the night. We're rather
Absolutely, yes.
tired.
We've got there's 4 of you. You're all together.
Yes, we're all together.
We only have 2 free rooms at the minute, though they should serve your needs. And of course, there is the common room if you don't mind mucking in with some other folks.
What does everyone think?
I can, meditate thing. I need 3 hours, like...
Stand in the corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sort of toying with the idea. You know, the whole inspiration thing. I haven't given anyone any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I would basically award you inspiration only whenever you live well. Okay. So it gives you some impetus to, stay in decent places and so forth.
Okay, so like a sort of a well-rested bonus.
Yeah, you have a nice meal, or you have a friendly game of cards, which is fun, or anything.
I like how you specifically qualified that with friendly.
Yeah.
Angry games of cards don't give you inspiration.
As long as it doesn't end in a knife fight, is basically what I'm getting at. He introduces himself as Elan Shaleboot. Yes, and you recognise that this is the name that Rolda told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, can we mention her?
Oh yeah, did she? Yeah, Rolda told us to mention her, didn't she?
She did.
So I'm going to say when he introduces himself, I'm going to say, yes, Rolda told us about you.
Oh, his eyes light up at the mention of her name. So she sent someone to pay her tab, has she? And then he breaks down laughing. He says, "Oh, I'm only joking. She's a good sort, that one. First drinks on the house, and well, I might knock a little off your room price as well."
Put it on Rolda's tab.
I'm afraid I don't do tabs around here.
Can I just have a water, please? Because I don't think I can deal with alcohol now. This day.
How much health do you have?
I have 3.
3 health.
Well, he says, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a good dwarven ale, put hairs in your chest. And he produces 4 dwarven ales for you.
Lovely.
And as you drink
I
it...
offer to take the one from you, Beth.
Yes.
Well, as
Oh,
you
nice.
drink it,
Yeah, 'cause-
you realize this is really good stuff. And you actually get a hit point back.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Does Bob get 2 hit points back then?
Sure.
Nice.
Nice. I like.
No, so do you want them rooms?
Yeah, I think we'll take the rooms because
Okay.
How many
Let's
beds
see.
in each room?
There's 2 beds in each room. Anyway, so-
Well, wow.
How convenient. That's exactly
Convenient.
4 beds.
That's exactly as many people as are in the group.
All right, there's 5
almost-
beds in each room.
God damn it.
So it's normally 5 silver pieces for a night, but I'll knock it down to 4. Did I
Okay.
say 5?
So,
I meant 8 silver pieces a night, but I'm knocking it down to 4.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I think I
That
will
was an
pay.
actual GM mess up there.
Play off it in character. It's fine. It's fine.
I think I. Hang on, how much do I have left? Yeah, I think I can pay for that. For
You're going to pay everyone's?
I think so. Yeah.
Everyone.
I won't say no.
Wow.
Good
I
idea.
know.
how much silver? Oh, you're gonna pay everyone's. Okay.
Then again, she does have the gems.
Is it 4? Is it 4 for per room?
4 per room per night. And,
Okay, so we're getting 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not what I meant to do. What is an
What's
EP?
Electrum piece, that's like half a gold piece.
Okay, so
So a silver piece is, I think, 10 gold pieces. Or no, sorry, there's 10 silver pieces in a gold piece.
Yeah.
okay, so they've changed it from the.
Yeah, there's 100 coppers in a gold, and
Okay, 10
10
silvers.
silver.
So copper piece is 1p, and a silver piece is 10p, and an electrum piece is 50 gold pieces. Yeah, I accidentally put the numbers in the wrong boxes and accidentally gave myself 96 platinum pieces. So I've undone that.
Congratulations, you've just won D&D.
Okay,
So,
so
he
that's that.
yeah, he sends the boy to get the rooms ready, and he says, "So, what brings you to these parts?" And he's casually asking it, but he seems like he really wants to know. And he says, "What about you, ma'am?" Pointing to Yigbeth.
I have come here to rid this city of crime.
Oh no, you
Wow.
don't.
He says, "That is a bold ambition, and I wish you all the best."
Yes.
Should we
Yes,
ask
our
him?
Yigbeth has never lacked for ambition.
Can I ask him if he knows anything about the disappearance of the guard commander and the new
Wow,
commander?
really getting very quickly into the heavy stuff.
I'm here to rid all crime. Where is the guy from?
Where
might-
is your crime?
I might sort of inject.
Well,
No,
I tell you what,
inject is the wrong word.
he's just doing the sort of small talk at the minute.
Yeah.
Is
about-
Yigbeth RoboCop?
She does serve the public trust. How about you? And she points to the Dragonborn.
Yigbeth is Robo Druid.
Well, yeah, I met these guys on the boat here, but I'm just looking for new lands to settle.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, Semiab is a good place for that. A lot of people make a fresh start here, as long as you can. Well, as long as you can keep out of the poor areas of town. What about you, Halfling?
Well, I'm looking for stories to tell and songs to sing. And
Well, I'm sure you'll find those in abundance around here. And sorry,
speaking of which,
what about you, Elf?
okay, I'll
Just passing through.
Okay, and he gives you a sort of slightly suspicious look. Then you
for
are
a
an
slightly suspicious answer.
Sip my beer.
elf. So,
is
is there anything I can do for you folks?
I
I'm
think
listening.
I'm
I
going
think my friend here wants to sing.
about the possibility of providing some entertainment for the
Certainly.
for the pub.
What do you propose? A song? A story?
I was thinking maybe a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, well, once they've done with their foolery there, they'll be back to the bar for some more drinks. Give me a perception roll, someone.
Who has the highest perception?
I'm on.
At +5.
Okay.
I have +3.
I think.
I have +0. No, wait, +1. Why do I have +1? Oh. Wisdom.
Guess I'll do it.
Okay. 19. Very good. You see that behind the bar there is a chalkboard with basically the high scores of the dolphin ride. The highest is 39 seconds.
Oh wow!
It also gives you the rules. It says one hand only, must drink a pint without any significant spillage. Those are the rules.
Yeah.
Wait, drink a pint while riding.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's got the most the best
Nice.
agility?
Well, that's up to you guys.
Maybe.
I have pretty good strength and constitution.
Oh yeah, because strength would probably come into it as well.
Also constitution to like.
Should be either athletics or acrobatics, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it'll be a combination of both.
Yeah.
I have +6 and +3.
There you go.
Oh god.
So
Yeah,
if
can I,
you
like,
want
walk-
to, there's a dolphin waiting for you.
So my guy, Jamie, comes from the forest, never seen a city before. He's like, get a bit tipsy now. He's like, yeah.
Can I like order some food and go and sit by one of the tables instead of standing up?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Let me just get me. How much is a meal? Let's see. Actually, 5 copper pieces for a decent meal in here.
I'll order another pint. Well, of Dwarven ale.
Okay. That's another 4 copper pieces.
I'm sure people
Sit down.
wouldn't. I'm sure people wouldn't mind footing their own meals, seeing as I'm paying for the rooms.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay for a nice hearty meal for myself.
Okay. So are you going to do your story thing and song thing?
I am going to do that.
Okay. So
Uh,
I'll basically ask you to use some of your skills, and we're going to see how well
Did,
received you are.
okay.
did you not want to say that it was after the dolphin riding thing?
Yeah, it is after the dolphin riding.
Okay.
I'm doing this.
Dolphin riding first.
Okay.
I saunter up.
And saunter up. There's a huge cheer.
This is like, yay, fresh meat.
Yeah. And the half orc assistant sighs heavily, shakes his head, and goes over to the drink. And he starts
I wink
to,
at him.
He gets ready. Someone
I
hands
say, "What is this?"
So someone hands you a flagon of ale. Now, I'm going to ask you, what is your strategy with this?
Like, do you want to chug the ale as quickly as possible to get it over with, and so you can concentrate on staying on?
So I have to drink the whole thing.
You have to drink the whole thing.
Yeah, without spilling more than a couple of drops.
Okay.
And if you drink the whole thing, then your high score can be counted.
Yeah.
Does it start slow and get fast, or is it just straight away?
Starts slower, gets faster.
Okay, suppose chug it quickly.
Okay. Right. So they count down 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh god.
And the thing starts to move. So you're gonna chug this drink as quickly as possible.
Knock it back.
Give me a Constitution roll.
That's okay. Oh.
So it doesn't start well. You do spill a little, but not a deal breaking amount.
Okay.
And there's a big whoa coming from the crowd. Now
I'm going to be joining in with this because
give me an athletics roll.
Oh.
11. So you hang on with no problem. Your legs do most of the work. And I want another Constitution roll to see how.
I'm holding up.
Yeah. $13. Right, that's better. You knock back a significant portion of the drink, and give me a strength roll now. There's a sudden lurch as the dolphin sort of starts to pick up speed. Oh, very good. Okay, one final Constitution roll, please. Oh, nice. You drain the flagon.
getting into his stride,
and a massive cheer goes up. So it's really starting to pick up speed now. So you're going to need to give me another athletics roll. Basically, 2 more after this roll. Okay. And the target number is going up every time. It's getting more difficult. So, okay, what's your modifier again?
Oh, that's not a roll. That's my bad. +3 athletics.
+3. Okay. So you have to beat a 15 this time.
Oh god. Oof.
There's a huge lurch, and you can save with your strength if you roll over a 15. Otherwise, you're going off. You go sailing off the back of the dolphin. There's a huge cheer. and everyone sort of falls about laughing.
How long was that?
38 and a half.
You scored 31 seconds.
It's a good score.
That's a very good score, but better luck next time.
Like right now, next time.
Let's say you lose 1 health point for falling off.
Do it 20 times. I'm bloodied on the ground. Just,
Grim way to kill yourself, like, but
well, do you want to do your song? Maybe I'll try it again.
Okay, so
Before he does his song, I want to ask the bartender if he knows anything about the commander business.
right. Okay. So he looks at you and said, "Oh, you heard about that, did you?" Yeah. To be honest, I don't know much about it myself, but Commander Dairy's not got a good reputation. Not like the last guy. Well, it's suspicious, but you know, people disappear here.
Are there any
Fairly often.
rumors?
No, I mean, there's not been time enough regarding that. There's not really been time enough almost for any decent rumor to get its boots on. So, I'm afraid I can't tell you much about it.
how long ago did this guy disappear?
That was about 10 days, if I'm remembering correctly. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look back here. Just over a week.
Okay.
So, fancy doing your song now?
Yeah. What sort of people are in the crowd?
The crowd's quite animated, and they're obviously a fun-loving bunch.
Okay.
The dolphin will tell you that much.
Do your most morbid, dark song.
Dare you say
Nah.
Buzzkill.
Okay, I'm gonna be telling / singing a
I thought you
story
were going to
from
say /fic.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna just sing out really really in-depth graphic / fic. No. It's going to be a myth. It's going to be one of those sort of comedy of error myths.
Okay.
A lot like in Norse mythology, you get a lot of. Oh, I'm going to tell whatever this universe's version of the story of Thor and Loki in the Land of the Giants, where
Okay.
the giants give them various tests that they need to perform, like an eating competition or a running race or an arm wrestle, and they
Alright.
trick them in various ways. So
Okay.
they lose. Quite a sort of fun, raucousy myth.
Right. Give us a performance roll to see how well it goes over.
Okay.
How on form you are. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so you actually hold this rowdy group wrapped as you speak, and yeah, there's much sort of cheering and laughing and appreciation for your story, and people actually start to throw some money towards you. And you make a total of 15 silver.
Nice.
So that's very good. Okay, so let me see. So
So that's 1.5 gold, isn't it?
that is, yes. probably actually a bit too much, but sort of. It was a great story.
Nice. There we go.
Okay, so let's see. Ilan is basically firing out the drinks as and when they're requested, and everyone seems to be having a jolly old time. Is there anything else you'd like to ask him?
Did you like my story?
I did it. It was a fine tale.
I didn't ask.
Well, he says to Bree as she comes back up to the bar that was a fine tale.
Yes, it's one of my favorites to tell, I have to say.
Hey Bree, you should tell the story when I was on the dolphin. Yeah. Do you remember that? Oh, crazy.
It's called The Elf Flew Off and Landed on His Arse.
I can probably make a humorous verse about that. So I'm thinking sort of Nanny Ogg's Hedgehog song style.
Okay. Maybe. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna cheat.
Yes.
No. Don't cheat.
I'm gonna do it.
We've got in well with this crowd. We don't want to cheat.
Ah, you're fine. You can charm them. I don't know.
No.
Now, remember, no money has been put up for succeeding in this.
Okay.
This is just pure sportsmanship.
Yeah, please don't cheat.
I'm gonna put money into it.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay, so basically this dolphin is the final encounter of this whole campaign.
Okay. I walk back
Okay.
up.
I
start taking bets. I start shouting out odds.
Okay.
I should make it known that if you get caught, I am 100% not bailing you out in any way.
Come on, Bree.
No.
Give me a sleight of hand, or maybe, let's see.
Give you a sleight of hand.
Deception
Oh.
would be better. So you're just not making.
No, not deception. No.
To the barman that you're, that money's changing hands. No one believes that you're gonna beat the bet.
Oh, god damn it! Still almost at 20.
I am. Meanwhile, I have collected my meal, and over here, as far away as possible.
Okay. So the meals, by the way, as you're eating them, they're absolutely delicious, and you feel very, very refreshed for having them. So everyone who's having a meal gets an inspiration point.
Aww.
And,
You said it was 4 CP, yeah? For a meal.
That's
Or 5.
about right. Let me just check. 5.
5. Oh, it's 4 for a drink.
Okay, so another mug goes into your hand. You're on the back of the dolphin.
Can I sleight of hand and can I hide like a bit of rope
Oh,
in a way that would
I'm
on the
so not bailing you out.
That's gonna be difficult.
Heartlessly slaughtering a mother in front of her son. I mean, that's one thing, but cheating at fucking Bronco, that's just a whole nother ball
You've gone
game.
too far.
Way too far.
What's in my explorer's pack actually? I don't know, can I get like a little bit of leather instead of like a massive rope? Just like something to help me a little bit? Tie my hand off?
Yeah, you can. It's not going to be easy to do this without anyone noticing.
What if...
Because everyone in the room is watching you.
Correct.
Okay, from your end.
Are you sure you don't want to just hope you roll? Like, you did really well without cheating the first time. Yeah. Are you sure you're not gonna just hope to roll better?
Then it's just gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same boring encounter.
Okay.
And you're slightly more
if you
you're
get
slightly more drunk now.
Yeah.
if you get kicked out on your ass, then don't come running to me.
If you break both your legs, don't come running to us. So, yeah.
Okay.
How much money are you putting up, by the way?
All of it.
All of your no.
How much money is that?
10 gold.
Oh
Are you
no.
just throwing this entire campaign away?
Hey, I don't need money. I come from the forest.
Can I do a perception roll to see if
There's actually
I can
the forest.
see
I
him
should
do
say
it?
is a long way away from here. Sorry.
Can I do a perception roll to see if I see him do it?
Oh yeah, because
I
that's
haven't
the
done
other
it yet,
thing,
though.
that if Yigbeth notices that you're cheating, she will hate you for the rest of the campaign and probably try to kill you.
I rolled a 2, so I'm probably not gonna work.
Ooh.
So if you're going to cheat, you're going to have to roll for it.
Sleight of hand.
You're not going to only have to beat Yigbeth and anyone else who fancies looking. You're going to have to beat every single person in this bar.
Oh.
Oh god.
So they notice you try and strap yourself on, and
I was just tightening this.
there's a huge boo goes up, and you're bum rushed off the off the dolphin and thrown onto the floor. They keep your money, but yeah, they don't throw you out.
That's one roll.
So you lost all your money just now.
You are not sitting at the same table as us.
I'm just
walk
gonna
over.
I'm gonna go
Very-
up and sleep.
Very, very disapproving Grandma Claire.
So, do you want to go over and ask if they're going to eat that?
Hey guys.
Nope. Nope. You lost all your money. It's your fault.
What do I need money for?
Minus 10 approval points.
Money can be exchanged for goods and
Goods
services.
and services, yes.
Words
You
can
can-
be exchanged for
you're-
goods and services.
You're eating good berries tonight,
Okay.
And good berries are good, but
but they're not.
you're kind of sick of them.
I've only got them like last night.
Oh, right, okay.
Earlier this evening, actually.
Yeah.
They're fine then.
But they're no match for good dwarven cooking.
Yes, that's true. So, yeah, that meal will give everyone who has it an inspiration point. So, Elan is sort of interested to see if there's anything else he can help you with, if there's anything you need to know about the city, and so forth. And if you're all sitting at the same table, he'll come over and sort of chat with you for a little while longer. So, yeah, if there's anything you would like to know now, would be the time to ask.
Where can I get money?
Elan says with a pointed glance, well, you could try gambling.
Let's do it.
You don't have any money.
I have weapon. I have an extra sickle.
Oh god.
You are not. No, you are. This
Hey.
is the third session. You are not going to give away all your money and
Jammy.
all your equipment.
Jammy the wood elf was a simple boy
I
from the
think, I
forest.
think he's a bit
Okay.
drunk.
He's being corrupted.
This is
Bye.
this is. I'm being okay. I'm moving over. This is Jiminy Cricket. I am being your conscience. This is an intervention. Stop.
I feel like I'm being cornered.
Stop.
Okay, Jamie, everyone's here. They're coming from a place of love.
The only person you're hurting is yourself.
Can I like guide him up to the room? And you have to put him in
Yeah,
bed.
like-
Or do anything more?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like let's gently but firmly guide him up to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ilan basically shakes his head and is like, obviously his first taste of dwarven ale.
Yes. He hasn't actually been into the city.
So again, is there anything else you'd like to ask him? Well, he's free for a moment. If not, that's fine.
I might ask him where the jewelers of the city do their stuff.
Okay. Yeah. He basically shows you on the map whereabouts that is.
Mhm.
They have a guild in the Middles, so he marks that off for you, so you know where to go for it next time.
Mhm. Because I can probably.
You've got a lot of the, he says you've got a lot of the big sort of places in and around either the Middles or the Tower District.
Okay.
The city's library, basically its centre of education, is off near the tower.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a smart lad or two to tell you what's what, I don't know, but yeah, the various guilds have their headquarters around there as well.
Okay.
So, if there's anything else,
Nope.
no. So, the door opens and a tiefling woman walks in, and she goes up to the bar and starts talking to the barkeeper. You can see that she's showing him a piece of paper, and he shakes his head. And the conversation continues for a moment. He actually looks your way and points her in your direction.
Okay.
She nods and she crosses the room towards you, but all the while she is showing this bit of paper to people. So she, as I say, she's a tiefling. She's got dark red skin, horns that sweep backwards across her head, long dark hair. Her eyes are pure white and they almost seem to glow with intensity. She's wearing sort of a simple dress, but it's interrupted by the tail coming out the back of it, which is twitching in agitation, and she has a short sword at her hip.
Okay. This looks like someone who we want to be cooperative with.
Is it like
So
a
I'm going
wanted
to be
poster?
cooperative.
Are we
Wanted, dead or alive. Roaring dolphin cheater.
We did like murder, like 6 people a few hours ago.
5 people.
6?
Five, and then we.
Rehabilitated one.
Totally transformed someone's life as well.
Yep.
So she comes over to you and she says, I've been led to understand that you're new in town.
Yes, in assumption, yes.
She shows you this piece of paper, and on it is this exceptionally well-drawn charcoal portrait of a human woman.
Okay.
And she says, I'm looking for my sister. She's gone missing, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, I think we can help with that.
Did she say her sister?
She did say her sister.
Her human sister? Did you say human?
Adoption's a thing.
You can see that this is obviously a human woman in the picture.
Adoption is a thing, I would like to point out.
She sees your sort of confusion for a moment and says, we grew up together.
Yeah, there we go.
She's family to
Thought so.
me.
Yes, of course we can help. Because
I don't have much, but if you can bring her back to me, give you everything that I have. We have a small business in the Middles, a bakery operation, and we've worked there for many years without.
You have got my attention.
And bakery.
Baking is okay. So I'm making a small Bree is making a small mental note that we're gonna find this person's sister. We're gonna get them back, and then we're gonna have a very long conversation about baking techniques because.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea, in all senses. So she says, "Would you be interested? I can't really pay you much, but like I say, if you manage to find her, just I would happily give you anything
We would be
and everything that I own."
delighted to help. I give a sort of quick, sharp glance at the other two who are still at the table.
How's everyone else feeling about this?
This is not a question. No, this is not a question. This is yes, we would be delighted to help. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting quite drunk. So I'm like, yeah, sure.
You can, I mean, looking at her, you can tell she's quite desperate, really. She's trying to keep herself composed, but it's not.
I'm gonna
It's not entirely successful.
full on comforting Grandma. Of course, we'll help. Of course, we'll find your sister. With anything that's in our power to do, we'll help you.
Can
She
we
seems-
sleep first?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are going to sleep first. Yes. But
She's been missing for a couple of days now, and I've been searching the city for her. I've been looking for people who might help me. Basically, you guys are the first that have offered to help, and I'm very grateful. I couldn't be more grateful.
no
And
trouble.
What about the city guard?
I don't trust the city guard.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. Sorry.
I think with like, I think with this whole thing about Deary.
She says that the city guard are, well, they're a mixed bunch, and as I say, I don't have any trust for them whatsoever. People disappear around here. They just vanish without a trace, and they don't come back, and I'm so scared that this is what's happened to my sister.
Okay, so
I suddenly look like I'm really paying attention intensely.
yeah, because this is quite probably something to
crime.
do with the disappeared.
Well, similar circumstances anyway. So, yeah, if you like, you can come to my residence, and well, I can tell you more, or we can sit here and talk about it.
I think how like we're all very low on health, aren't we? Would it be possible for me to
I'll understand if you want to do this in the morning.
Yeah, I think if we can convince her to do it and to meet up in the morning, if she gives us her address,
Okay.
then we'll come around first thing in the morning and we'll talk to her.
Yeah, she
Once
does.
everyone's-
Says, yes, I understand. I can see that you've been there's been some sort of situation happening. She sees the blood that's on your outfits.
Hello?
So,
Hello?
hello? Is that to me?
No,
Have we lost someone?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. One can't hear anything.
No. He's still in. Quinn's still in the chat, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
and I can hear him type. Oh, he says everything's suddenly gone silent. I'll restart Discord. Okay, so yeah, we'll wait a wee moment.
We're gonna wake up tomorrow and like read the newspaper, and it's gonna say 5 victims horribly killed in
I'm back.
an alleyway.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, I heard. I can see that you're
Hurt.
Yeah.
And that you've been in the war, so I understand. Please understand that I want to search for her as soon as possible, but I'm just.
We'll be over first thing in the morning.
Thank you. And with that, she leaves. So you can. It is getting kind of late now, so you can head upstairs and
Yeah, I think
Rest,
I'm gonna do that.
please.
get your sleep on.
I got a head start in that.
Oh, that was close.
Right. So just going to move you back onto the map.
Is it the morning?
It is the morning.
So that's a
Did I lose all my money?
You did lose all of your money.
Yes.
And
Why didn't you stop me,
and
Granny?
if we tried to stop you, and if we hadn't intervened when we did, you probably would have lost a lot more than your money.
Okay.
So that was a long rest.
That was a long rest. So you get your hit points back, you get your spells back, and whatever else. Let's see. So you now basically have this contact in the city. You've had a good rest. Actually, every one of you has had a good rest. So you all have inspiration now. Let's see. So
With inspiration, do we where do we keep track of inspiration points?
I think
It's above proficiency bonus.
Efficiency, but
Side strength under your name.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
where this is.
yeah. So I mean,
no. On the
Yeah, I don't know where it's enrolled twin.
in Roll20s.
Oh,
maybe
Write it
even a
somewhere.
good idea just to hold on to a little,
There's
I
like
don't know, some sort of
in
token or something. That you can...
There's
other,
a
there's
radio
like,
button. There's a yes/no toggle
yeah.
that says inspiration with a question mark, and I'm not sure what it means. Means
Well-
podcast voice.
It's like write it somewhere, I think.
So basically, just keep in mind that you have inspiration,
Okay.
and that inspiration is also quite easy to come across. It's basically anything time you do something nice for yourself. So we'll leave it at that. So don't and also you only ever have one. You can't stack them.
Ah, okay.
So you don't be shy about spending it.
What does
Right.
inspiration do? Exactly?
Basically, anytime that you want, you say, I'm using inspiration, and you get to use, you basically get advantage on your next roll. So, early morning, you get up. Some of you feel better than others, but you get into you get up early, go way downstairs. There's breakfast if you want it, and
Always.
Yes.
yes.
Always.
Halflings never miss a meal if they can possibly help it.
okay, it's a fine breakfast, and with that,
Is it free?
you're free to leave. Yeah, it came with the price of the room.
B&B.
Yep. D&D B&B. C&C.
C&C D&D B&B.
So, what are you
That
doing?
should be the name of the episode.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
The extra B is for BIYOBB. Don't know. Anyway, so what are you doing?
Go to the house.
Going to Tiefling ladies whose name I don't think we ever got.
Did I not give it? It's Cirsa.
We still need to check out that, like, the place with the barrel.
I mean, we already know anything about it. Just
We don't know
matter,
anything
right?
about it, and we didn't really get anywhere, and they're suspicious of us now. So I think we should look for other. Because
Yeah.
Well, there's
something else to do right now.
You have the notion of there's this portal to another world. You don't really know anything else about it, but that's what.
Enchanted by the idea.
Yeah, if you like, and there are people, probably people in the city you could talk to about that. But
Hello, have you encountered
also have
any interdimensional barrels recently?
of course,
Containing
everyone has,
recognizable other dimensions.
and you have this contact with Cirsa, and you have
Is that like
also.
Is that like Saoirse, like Saoire?
No, to be honest, it is inspired by, but it's Sirsa.
Oh.
And obviously, Aelin seems quite friendly and willing to help. So yeah. Hello?
Hello.
yeah.
Were we going to the place now?
Okay. So you head off through the streets. It's very early and things are starting to pick up in terms of pace. Shops are opening and people are milling around on the streets. And you basically get there without any trouble. So if you move yourself up to the Fames Bakery.
Yay.
Yes, her name is Cirsa Fames. Phame. Yeah, you can see it there. So she welcomes you into the house. You can see that she looks incredibly tired and worried and not at her best. And she still has the sword at her side.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to still obviously be comforting because comforting is a thing that I am. But I'm going to try. I'm assuming that she'll want to get pretty much straight down to business because
yes,
she
you can
wants
see
to
that
save her sister.
Yeah, you can see that her business. They basically live above the bakery, and it's closed. She's obviously not opening. She invites you up to their rooms, and you can see it's very modest. Modest accommodation, but they've appointed it nicely enough for themselves. And so she says, "Right, so I suppose I should just tell you as much as I know."
Yes.
So Sarah is, as I say, she's family to me. We grew up together. Since we were very young, we met each other in the slums and managed to escape that place together and make a life for ourselves. We've never had any trouble until now. So a couple of days ago, I had been sick. I came down with a fever and I just couldn't work as I normally do. Sarah, she went to make her regular deliveries. And, well, we'd normally make the early morning delivery ourselves. But it had never been any trouble. I mean, the streets were well guarded. And especially because our route took us through the Tower District and in towards the lakefront area. So those are the safest places you can get in town.
Lakefront being
Up Number one, yeah.
I think I can see where this is going. By any chance,
Yes.
was one of the houses on your route or near your route Caversham Manor?
Caversham Manor. I know the place, but no, we would have just been taking our wares to some sellers who work around there.
Ah, okay.
More to the southern end of the of the lakefront area.
Okay.
So yeah, that route we would always take. That'd be first thing in the morning, even before sunrise, and we'd deliver our wares there. But yeah, it was later on that day when I even woke and realized that she was gone. Like I say, I mean, if you can bring her back to me, I will give you this place and everything I own. Just
I don't think that would be necessary.
well, just so that you know that I'm serious. That as much as I fear that we'll never see her again, I want you to know that I'm serious about this.
I could transform
I'm
this
sure you are,
bakery
dear.
into a small temple.
No, come on.
You've already got your measuring tape out.
Oh. That is heartless priests.
So much social commentary.
Like, oh no, your sister's gone. Ooh,
Oh.
nice house.
What'll you give me?
She says, the only thing I have to go on at the minute, there was this local lad. He's called Harper Jones. we would sometimes hire him to do odd jobs, make the odd delivery. He always seemed very reliable. He's, well, I say lad, but he's, I mean, maybe early 20s. And he always seemed extremely taken with Sarah. So basically what I've been doing is trying to find him as well, but I can't. He normally he does casual labour around the place, mostly at the docks. And wouldn't you know it, no one's seen him in the last few days. So she shows you around the house. She says, I haven't had much time, excuse the state of the place, I haven't had much time to tidy up, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes.
She shows you two rooms, her own bedroom and Sarah's. Saoirse's room is decorated with very deep reds that sort of complement her her own nature, shall we say. She's obviously got a little bit of tieflings or people with demonic heritage. Sarah's room is very plain and mostly unadorned. There's some books on a shelf and things like that, but that's all that
What
you see
books?
just from the doorway. You can see a fair few novels, mostly storybooks. There are a few cookery books as well, but seems to be all on the shelf.
I'm not sure we're going to find anything that will. Actually, I don't know.
Do you want to give us some sort of
Perception?
I might ask to look through her books, see if there's anything in them, any scraps of paper or anything.
What kind of books are they?
they're mostly stories, short novels, longer books, things like
Hard in Hightown.
that sort of thing. Yeah. She obviously liked to read.
Oh, can I see anything? Can I do perception?
Absolutely. Where do you want to look?
In the bookshelves.
Bookshelves. Give me a roll.
Yeah.
13. Doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting. You take the books down, and there's nothing like hidden behind them or in between them.
I don't see any books that are like something that we'd be interested in, like kind of something about the other dimension, that Dark Sun type of stuff.
No, you get the feeling that might be slightly esoteric.
Yeah,
Recognizable other dimensions for dummies.
a guide.
At last, a guide for me.
Does anyone have like high intelligence?
Durr.
Because there's an investigation thing.
Okay.
Investigate with 0. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you want to, go for it.
Where is it? Durr.
You suddenly realize you're in a room.
Oh,
Guys, I think I've cracked this case.
Is there anywhere else you'd like to look? You've got again. There's not a lot of. There's a bed. There's a trunk at the bottom of the bed.
Can I ask her, where did she spend most of her time?
Her free time.
Yeah.
Oh, she'd often be with. Well, she'd be reading, or maybe we'd be talking together. And she trails off in thought.
Is there anything under the bed? Something?
You can certainly look there.
Perception? Yeah, I wouldn't look there.
There's nothing obvious, but
Oh god.
nope.
Oh.
Anyone else got a investigative mojo?
I feel like my skill set would be better at trying to find stuff out from people
Okay.
rather than.
Okay, so you've got the bed, you've got shelves of books, you've got a couple more shelves, you've got the trunk where
Is there
at the
anything
bottom of the bed.
in the trunk? I'm going to ask Scylla first.
Circe says, well, that's where she kept her clothes.
Can we look?
I'm going to ask her if she minds us looking through
no,
it.
by all means, either of you ladies just work away.
In that case, I'm gonna look through. Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, 16.
Finally.
So you basically delicately dig through the clothes, and at the very bottom you come across a book, which closer inspection seems like a journal.
I am assuming that because her life is in danger, I don't think Circe would be particularly.
Yes, she realizes what you've got in her hands.
Yeah.
And she says, her journal, I always wondered where she kept that.
I feel slightly. I don't like looking through people's journals.
I grab the journal out of Quinn's hand and just fucking open it and read it.
Yeah, that's like, but I love looking through other people's journals.
Yes, well, that is very like you, isn't it, Yigbeth?
Circe says, well, I'd feel bad about invading her privacy, but tell me if there's anything that we need to know. So she basically averts her eyes as you look through it. You skim through it, and it is actually fairly unremarkable. It's just it's a person's thoughts and feelings jotted down. There's no particular routine to any of it.
It's just a stream of consciousness.
What about
Not so much stream conscious, but it's like, oh, today this happened, and here's how I feel. That sort of thing.
Mm.
is there anything mentioned about that due to like the sister mentioned?
Well, as you get to the last 2 pages, a small note falls out.
Thought so.
And now try this as a new thing. It's can do this. Who wants to read stuff? Because I'm gonna
I will read stuff.
Do you want to read stuff? So you snatch it away from Yigbeth.
I want to read now.
So I'm going to put this in your journal.
Okay.
So this is basically the last 2 pages of the journal, and the note is now in your handout section.
Okay.
And I'd like you to read it out, and I'll then put it in everyone's journal after that.
Okay. Sarah's journal entry. Harper called with us again today, wanting to know if we needed anything done. I engaged him to make the midday delivery, much to his disappointment. The poor lad seems incapable of discerning my attempts to let him down delicately, and I haven't had the heart to be frank with him. And what should I tell him? That my heart belongs to another? And who should I say that is? Note found inside Sarah's journal. Sarah, I know I don't write well, but I hope you can forgive me that and know that what I mean is the truth. I want to tell you that you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen, and I want to say this to your face, but when I try, I get scared. If I write this, then next time I see you, I will have no choice but to tell you how I feel. Sarah's final journal entry. And now he sends this. I don't want to show Circe. It seems cruel to. She's so blunt and so protective of me that I fear what she would say to him. I suppose his letter was a good idea to a point. We really can't dodge around the subject any further. I'll have to take some time to speak to him soon, but not till Circe feels better. Thankfully, she seems to be much improved over the last few days.
Right. So, let's see. I've now put that into everyone's journal. And you can make of that what you will.
Professional. Well, suppose we show Susha.
Yeah, I think we're going to show Circe.
Right. You can see that she reads it with some regret, but as she does, you can see her other hand sort of tighten into a fist.
She's not happy with
And her
Harper.
teeth clench.
She is definitely not happy with Harper.
Is there anything else you want to do or ask her or anything like that?
Did she meet the guy? Has she ever met the guy?
I've met him. He always seemed like a nice fellow, but this, I don't know. This feels wrong.
Do we have any clue to his location?
No, I spent the last few days and most of last night looking for him.
What was his full name actually?
Harper Jones.
All right.
He works at various places casually around the docks, and well, he's been a sort of on and off fixture in our lives for a while.
I feel like we should probably try and look at the docks, see if anyone knows about the guy.
You should also check out the general area of the disappearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, along the route. I'll show you where we took the deliveries. That is, of course, if that was where she went. She also says, I hesitate to even suggest this, but there is the Undercity.
The Undercity?
Excuse me.
What?
Find stories.
It's not generally talked about an awful lot.
I had assumed that from the fact that we hadn't heard of it.
The Undercity.
Is it where all the criminals are?
No.
Only criminals down there.
You see, this city was built on the remains of an old dwarven city, and it fell a long time ago. And those ruins are still down there. And no one's allowed
like
to go
under
down.
the city. Oh.
Ow.
The thing is, people disappear around here all the time. It's known that it happens, and it happens in any city. But I don't know. It just seems like it seems like there's no reason for it, and there are several theories about why this is happening. One is that there's a serial killer on the loose. I have no idea whether this is true or not, but it certainly seems plausible. Another, there's a more prosaic explanation. This is a port city. There's a lot of water out there, and if someone falls into it, drowns, they're never going to be seen again. I don't know.
It's like a lot of disappearances for just drowning.
Yeah, I could certainly see that being the case, but I just don't believe it in this case. Because she was going nowhere near the water.
Yes, I agree. She's almost definitely not a victim of the sea.
So what's the course of action here? Because I definitely want to visit the Undercity, but should we...
Now, if you were to go to the Undercity, it's a huge place. It's completely and utterly illegal to go there without express permission from the lords. Yeah, you'd need to talk to the Archon about it.
The who?
The Archon.
Who that?
She explains that. Well, what?
Sorry, I've been playing a lot of StarCraft recently.
Is that a StarCraft thing?
Yeah, Archon's one of the units.
Oh,
it's
right.
Giant electric.
That's right. Yes.
Psychic thing.
This is the Archon.
Oh, okay.
She explains, the Archon are the rulers of the city. They're a group of 3 individuals who work out of the tower.
Okay.
And they're basically in charge of, well, everything.
Do you get to the tower?
Yeah, it's no problem. Anyone can just walk in and...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we definitely want to go and we can say, hey, we noticed that there were a lot of people disappearing, including your chief of people, the city guard.
We've never been seen before in the city, but here's our detective licenses. You can see everything's in order.
We want to help find him. Can we go into the Undercity, please?
Yeah, well, they do occasionally send people down into the city, and often they don't come back. But this is understood. We don't know
That's so
exactly,
good down there.
we don't know everything that's down there, but there are dangers down there certainly.
Dangers. Well, I mean, nothing else we can find here. I suppose we can try head up to that big tower and check out the places on the way. The last known location, the docks.
Yeah.
Where was the last place you seen in relation to where we are now?
So, well, the last place I saw her was here. Now she would have left, heading north towards, through the Tower District and into the Seafront District.
Mm-hmm. So the tower where the Archon is the tower in 3.
Yeah.
The big hexagonal tower.
Is that the big hexagonal tower?
The big hexagonal tower.
Oh, I thought that
Which
was
is a circle.
Oh no, it's octagonal.
Octagonal.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was up to the east.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at all the hexagons on the map.
I say we could head down to the docks and then go
Maybe
up.
pass by the Roaring Dolphin and ask the bartender if he knows anything.
Yeah, about him, and
Either
then
the
kind of
Undercity or this Harper dude.
And then loop back around, go to the tower.
She says, I mean, I've already asked the innkeeper at the Roaring Dolphin about Harper.
Did you ask the guys kind of down at the docks?
Yes, I spent most of last night, spent the last few days on this.
I'd say we kind of head down a route, go towards the tower, check what's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Fair enough. Right, this might be a place to stop, unless you want to do that tower stuff now. But I don't have a sort of short and sharp end point for this session.
I think this sounds like a good stopping point to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have a plan.
Fine
Yeah.
by me.
Alright, actually.
We've gone, hey, this is the plan. We're going to do this. And then, freeze frame, fade out. Next episode.
Everyone gets 140 XP.
Wow.
40, that's a lot.
Yes. Want to make sure I'm not just rewarding combat.
Yes.
And I did think that everyone was quite amusing tonight. Oh, yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll get my bear one day.
How much experience do we need to the next level?
Until then,
900.
When we get to a combined total, I think.
sorry.
Yeah.
When we get to a combined total of 900, we hit level 3.
Do we not have that?
So we should
You at the
we
start
should
of
have
this session,
440
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
moment.
I have
That's rough.
390.
No, not a combined, between combined.
You have 440?
So when you get to 300, you're level 2, and then when you get to 900, you're level 3.
Yeah.
And we're 440 at the moment.
The jump. All I want is my bear companion. I need to come up with a proper backstory. Because you don't get him from the start, you don't get him in the forest. So it's like...
Swim behind you in the sea.
Bear.
Finally reaches in
Yeah.
Runs
Care
into your
package
arms.
comes flying in.
kept you waiting, huh? You need to come up with a good name for your bear as well, of course.
Of course.
I vote for Mr. Barrington.
That's a
Bear.
reference.
Nope.
Reference to the bear, yeah.
Yes, that is a reference.
Oh dear, what is it a reference to?
It's a reference to the story of Mr. Barrington the bear, the D&D character
What?
who was the bear who
What?
he was a bear, he was a rogue. He put all of his points into disguise and
Oh,
he played
yeah.
the entire game
Yeah. Yeah.
with no one knowing that he was a bear.
I can't believe that A, that wasn't original, and B, it was actually a D&D thing. That's ridiculous.
I have a sixth sense for references. Even when I don't know what their reference is to, I always know when someone makes a reference.
That's bizarre. No one's actually going to
Here we
believe
go.
it.
Also,
It's from a green text on TG. Make a bear character in D&D 3.5. DM laughs. Make bear a rogue. Put every point I can into disguise. Prestige class as a spy to get more disguise. DM says I can't speak English. Max out bluff. By growling and gesturing, I can fake speaking a language I don't speak. English. Use money to hire a butler NPC. Give him magical item to let him speak bear. The upshot is... An excellent suggestion, Mr. Barrington. We really should ask the group to investigate the Black March. Over the course of the game, be knighted as Sir Barrington. Queen holds a dinner in my honour. A guest becomes the first man ever to make a perception check that can beat my disguise. Shouts out loud, "Hey, that guy's not a guy, he's just a bear!" Man is escorted out of the castle while the guards apologise profusely for the indignity. We are so sorry, Sir Barrington, very sorry for this man's inexcusable behaviour. Shrug.
That's the most wonderfully ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I think it gets beaten by was it Alec? I can't remember what his name was.
Baldwin?
I think my bear is gonna have the attributes of a panther. His challenge is too high. Whatever it is.
There we go. The tale of Eric and the dread gazebo, I think.
Oh yeah.
Story. It's not good, Eric. It's a gazebo. Yeah, references are a thing.
I'm gonna have to work harder in future. Right. Well, I think that's it for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Unless there's any further questions.
Well, as long as we get 460 experience points next time, I'm perfectly fine.
Next session, you have to fight a bear.
Yes.
And then you beat.
Oh no, I love animals. Wait, no.
We beat the bear.
Wait, did I make a mistake, by the way? Oh yeah, I make my favorite enemies beasts.
Favorite enemies?
Favorite is and you think they're cute.
As in I have combat advantage.
Oh, what was it? No, I forgot. What I was going to say.
Right. How long were we going for there?
2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Oh. It is shorter. I was kind of worried how long I would be going for tonight. I just didn't really know. So it was kind of a loose one. Right. Yeah, okay. So is everyone good for next week?
I think so.
Should be fine, should be G.
Should be.
Probably post something earlier in the weekend or later in the week to confirm. Right. So till that time.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.